All right, so day in the life as a vending machine owner. I just dropped my kids at school. School is finally back in from winter break. So I came to one of my locations that's near my kids' school, and I ain't been to this location in 3 weeks because I felt like it wasn't no point for me to come over here, because I know that they don't use a lot of drinks at this machine. I'm actually about to snatch the machines from over here, because they don't really use the machines like that. So we gonna count how much this is what I pulled in 3 weeks. Like this real deal, real spill stuff. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $28. $28 in 3 weeks. That's trash. Trash. So I'll be pulling these machines. This really just proved my point on why I'm about to pull the machines from here, because $28 in 3 weeks. No. Mind you, those machines are full because they're filled. I'm not filling these machines. Friday, two of them machines coming out on Friday for sure. So in vending, these are some of the things that happen, that when you have certain locations. And honestly, I'm not even mad about the location because number one, I got that location for free. So it was just like, whatever. I got it for free. That's number one. Number two is like, it is what it is. Like, they finna get, them machines about to get pulled. Because there's no way. Like, that's crazy work. Like, what? No. So, I'm about to pull those machines completely out. And we just gonna go from there for right now. And figure it out from there. I do have a location to put them at, which is a plus. So, it ain't like they'll be sitting ducks. But, yeah. That's that. So, that's kind of what happens in vending. Like I said, I got the location for free. Long story short is the lady who had the location before me during COVID, she disappeared, MIA. They had been calling her for two years to either come pick up the machines or what. Lady ain't answering the phone. They ain't got no good contact number for her. Lady ain't came back and got the machine. So they ended up calling a friend of mine who also has a vending machine company. And he hit me up and was like, hey, I got a vending location. He was like, I don't want it. You can have it. And I was like, what? He was like, yeah, I'm about to go pop the lock, see what's going on. He was like, now the money that's coming out of it, I'm going to take it. Okay, cool. Period. He was like, you can have it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I've had the location for like a couple months. And it don't do well at all because I don't know. I feel like that particular location, like, they don't want to pay for nothing. So like, I stopped putting snacks in the machines because then all of a sudden everybody was diabetic when snacks went in there. Snacks really wasn't selling like that. Then it was like, okay, well, one of the doctors loves a lot of candy. Okay, cool. Put the candy in there. She stopped buying the candy. So do they run through drinks? Yes, they run through drinks like crazy. Like, the drinks gonna go. Like, the drinks are gonna go. But the snacks, I shut down the snack machine because it was already messing up anyways. It needs to be upgraded. It has some issues with it. So I'll be upgrading that machine in like a week. And once I upgrade it, that machine coming out of there. I'm moving it up out of there and putting it at my new location. So yeah, so within the next couple weeks, y'all will be able to see me like actually moving machines. I have a mover. I have one guy that I trust just to move my machines. Oh, the school's all ended and I'm going 20 miles per hour. So I have one guy that moves my machines that I trust to move my machines. I don't let everybody move my machines. I don't let nobody move my machines, to be honest, because everybody don't know how to move vending machines. And you can't just lay a vending machine down. You can't just throw it around. Like, you have to be very careful with it. So yeah, that's that. But yeah, I'm like, it's a lot going on. Like, it's a lot going on. I'm excited about the things that are about to happen with my business, with my life in itself. Like, I have a lot to do today. I was gonna go home to my fiance and bother him, but I need to go back down to the child support office and figure out if I have to be on this Zoom call on Friday and go from there. So that's that. Because that is very, very ghetto. And then we go from there. So that is what's on my agenda for today. And then once I leave child support, because they open at 8 o'clock, so I'm gonna be like one of the first people in line, because it don't be nobody down there early in the morning. I like going down there early in the morning, getting it done, because that's how I did it last time when I found out. When he texted me and told me we had a court date, I was like, let me go down there. So I went down there early. But I'm gonna leave child support, and then I'm gonna go to and then I'm gonna go home, because I went to my location yesterday. I do another refill on Tuesday. I do another refill like tomorrow. So I'm going to put in a Walmart order for drinks. Because I think I took pictures of my machines yesterday. I think I did. I'm not sure. I think I did. So I took pictures of my machines yesterday. And then I'm waiting on NIAX to send me the form so that I can update my account, so I can start using the product mapping tool. And then, yeah, we're going to go from there. So, yeah, that's about it. Like, that's what's going on at the moment. So, and I need to order some more credit card readers, but I'm going to do that on the back end. And we gonna go from there. Yeah. So, and then I have to come up with a plan, a game plan for some more machines and ideas. But you know what's crazy though too? Like, I want to I have so much stuff like going on. It's crazy. Like, it's so crazy. And I decided last night that I'm just gonna go ahead and hire the personal assistant that I what is it called, that I interviewed yesterday, because the actual like whole thing went very good. The interview, she was up on key points, she was writing notes down, like it was the whole thing. So now I'm about to start my new contract. I know that money that's gonna come in, that'll be money to pay her and get her paid. But she only gonna be part-time. Right now, I don't need a full-time assistant. I just need a part-time assistant. Somebody to get me, what's the word? Somebody to get me organized. Somebody to get me situated, and then we gonna go from there. So that is on the agenda for today. It's not really a lot on my agenda for today, because it's just not. But $28 is wild work. That's crazy. But I'm not going to my location today. I'm gonna go tomorrow, because I'm not in the mood. I ain't even gonna hold you. I ain't in the mood. Sway. Not in the mood. So yeah, we about to get this thing popping. I'm excited. It's a lot going on in the next 2 weeks, and I'm just gonna be like, Lord, just be with me. That's it. That's all I ask. That's it. That's all. It's so cold in Florida. Like, this whole 34-degree like weather situation is not the work of the Lord. It's cold. I hate the cold. I prefer it hot. I prefer to be in short tights and my work shirt. Like, this whole being in sweats and having to bundle up and making sure my kids stay bundled up because it's cold out. It's just ghetto. Very ghetto. But we finna go down to the child support office and we finna see what they talking about, because the paper is here. I didn't even read this paper yesterday because I was so annoyed. I should have read the paper, but I was just so annoyed because it was just like, what? And I feel like too, like when stuff like this happen, it be a distraction. It be the devil. It really be the devil with a distraction, because come on, bro. Like, it's been 6 years. It's been 6 years. And y'all finally found this man when y'all supposed to close my case 3 years ago? This is wild work. Come on, bro. Go. But y'all supposed to close my case a long time ago. Sis, I need you to get from behind me because you're doing way too much. Anyways. But, it's just like, come on, man. Like, it's ridiculous at this point. So now I'm like, let me get this situated and get this done with so I can continue to move on with my life and let my son move on with his. And because to, like, the crazy part about it is to uproot a child, to bringing a child into something that he don't know nothing about, that he has been blind to for 6 years, he didn't know nothing about, till now you talking about what? Like, no, man, my kid is happy, my kid is content with life. Like, not finna be going back and forth with no, this situation is so dumb. Like, it's, I don't know. But push come to shove, he's gonna have to pay child support because I'm not hiring a lawyer. Like, you could do that. You could hire a lawyer and sign over your rights and do all that stuff, and I just sign what I gotta sign and go from there. But I'm not doing, like, all this back and forth. We not doing that. We not doing that. I don't have time, because this is annoying. This is annoying, and it's a waste of time, and it's a waste of my day. I could be going home twiddling my thumbs, laying back in my bed. So, we'll go to down to the child support office. We're going to see what's up. I got to take my gun out my purse because you can't take a weapon inside the child support office. My pum. Even though I already said the word. Hopefully I don't get flagged. But I take it out my purse, get into the child support office, and then see what they're talking about. Because this paper just say he got to come in for, it says, notice of the trial before support enforcement hearing officer. The 6th Amendment administrative order. It said 9:30 via Zoom. Instructions. You can do it from a smartphone, tablet, or a computer. Like, this on Zoom. This is what we resorted to after COVID. Everything on Zoom. Like, which is perfectly fine, because who got time to be going to a courthouse? And I personally don't want to see him. Like, I personally don't care. Like, I don't care. It's not gonna faze me none. Like, it is what it is. I ain't seen this man in 6 years. I can't pick him out of Million Man March. He been wherever he been at, minding his business, and we been minding ours. So that's that. But I kind of low-key want to be on Zoom, just see if they're gonna say that we have to redo a DNA test, because that's gonna aggravate my soul, because y'all already did one. I have the results, he has the results. Y'all got the results in y'all system. DNA don't change in 6 years. I'm confused. And that thing say 99.99. It don't say 75, 89, 99.99. So I need to do a consultation with a family lawyer. A family lawyer. Maybe I need to put that on my docket, on my agenda, to find me a family lawyer that I can do a consultation with. Pay, because you know lawyers ain't cheap. Pay to do a consultation with, and then ask them what my options are. And we go from there. Because he didn't sign my son's birth certificate. My son does not have his last name. He has my last name. So, yeah. I don't know. We shall see. But I will be back once I get to the child support office. All right, y'all. We here. Keys, wallet. I'm just gonna leave my purse in the car. Let's put it. All right. Let's go in and see what they talking about. You gotta show your ID when you walk in here. Thank you. Thank you. I'm good. How are you? You're welcome. And I'm going to child support. Thank you. Let's see. I'm good. How are you? I just need to see if I have to be at this court hearing on Friday. One.
Your ticket is going to be C number 1.
C1. Thank you.
Joycelyn Covington?
Jocelyn.
Jocelyn.
Yes.
Sterling. Phone number still that 432-258?
Yes, ma'am.
Who is he as a parent on the case with you? Okay, what's going on?
I just need to know if I need to be in this hearing for Friday. Because I went to the court, because I never got a copy, but they said that they don't know if I have to be there or...
Let's see what it's... This is to determine your support.
So I have a question.
Case prep for 11025 paternity hearing.
You said say it one more time. What time?
It is scheduled for 9:30 a.m. It's a Zoom hearing. So you're going to follow the instructions and call in. But yeah, you definitely want, this is a paternity hearing. Paternity and support.
So I have a question. If I do not want child support from him, how do I...
Are you receiving public assistance for yourself and for the child?
No, not for me, for him. My son has Medicaid.
Hmm?
He has Medicaid, the insurance.
Your son does?
Mhm.
Okay.
but I don't get food stamps or anything like that.
I would attend the hearing and tell the judge that you don't wish to have child support. The judge can stop it right there.
So what about, I guess, what the judge let me know also, how can, because we've agreed that he just want to sign his rights over. So will the judge be able to tell me who I talk to then to...
If he wants to sign his rights over,
Mm-hmm.
you would have to file a motion to terminate his rights.
Okay. Where do I go? I know to the courthouse.
Go talk to Family Law Services at the courthouse.
Family Law Services.
Yeah,
I think
they're on
that's...
the second floor, and they'll be able to tell you.
That's
exactly.
2150, right? That's room 2150.
I believe so.
That's where I went yesterday, and they told me to come. She told me he can't sign him over. She said it would have to be some type of harm done to him by that parent in order for it to happen. But I'm like, it's voluntary. People signing rights over all the time.
Well, if they told you that you can't, there's got to be a reason for it. They're the ones that are the specialists in the judicial field.
Okay.
You can file a motion anytime you want to.
Gotcha.
For anything that you want to.
Okay.
And just, if they tell you can't, then you talk to a supervisor.
Gotcha.
Let the judge be the one to tell you, no, you can't do it.
Gotcha.
Okay?
And is it because he has Medicaid, so I would have to technically take him off Medicaid in order?
No, the child, if it's just the child that's receiving Medicaid.
Yes.
You should be able to close your case. It's a judicial case, so it would have to be done through the courts.
Okay, cool.
So you would have to talk to the judge anyway. So I would
Okay.
address that with the judge on the 10th when you have your hearing.
Will do. Okay.
Just let the judge know that the two of you have agreed that he should terminate his rights.
Okay.
And the judge can close the case, and the judge can determine if you need to move forward with something.
Okay.
And if so, he should be able to tell you.
Perfect.
I would let him know that you were at Family Law and you wanted to do that, and they told you that you could not.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah, because she told me to come back here. She was like, yeah, no.
It's a judicial case.
Right. Because the case was supposed to be closed 3 years ago. Like, you all emailed me and was like, or sent me a letter saying that y'all were going to close it because you couldn't find him. And so I was under the impression it was closed until I got a text from him saying, we got court. I'm like, we don't have no court. I haven't talked to you in 6 years. What are you talking about?
Probably took him this long to find him.
It did. They did.
Just let the judge know that you guys have come up with your own plan.
Okay.
You know. And he will advise you whether or not you can do that.
Okay.
If you can't do it at this hearing on Friday, then he should be able to tell you what you can or can't do.
Okay.
But family law cannot tell you that you can't file a petition.
She didn't tell me I couldn't file it. She was just like, he can't sign him over unless it's something criminal done to my child. And I'm like, well, he's never even met him before. So I'm like,
Let
what?
the judge know that.
Okay.
Okay.
Will do. Thank you
All
so
right,
much. You've been great. Yes, ma'am. All right, so all right. So if you did not hear what she was saying, because she was talking low, I guess because of privacy, it really wasn't nobody in the office but like 3 people. But what she's basically saying is I do need to be in the hearing on Friday at 9:30, because I need to let the judge know that I want him to sign over his rights. So that is something that I will definitely be doing. I will definitely be in the hearing so we can get this done, because I don't want anything from him. Like, I don't care. So how he found my number, I don't know, because literally my number has changed in the 6 years. So I'm going to text him back and let him know that I'll be in there, and that he just need to shut up and not say nothing and let me do all the talking, because I'm gonna let them know I don't want nothing from him. I don't want it. Close the case, and I'll find my son insurance. My son is on Medicaid. He's been on Medicaid since he was a baby. But that's also too because I don't have a traditional job. So it's like one of those things. It's like, like he just been on Medicaid. And I ain't ashamed of it. Like, he on Medicaid, so what? He got insurance. He goes to the doctor faithfully. His doctor, whatever happens, his doctor gonna make sure he okay. Okay? So we're gonna go from there and see what happens. I'm currently no longer, I used to be on Medicaid. I'm not on Medicaid. I'm actually on my fiance's insurance as a domestic partner up until when we get married, and then I'm his partner for life. Babe, I love you. So yeah, so that's what's currently going on at the moment. So we just have to wait till Friday. I'm gonna set me an alarm for Friday, because knowing me, I'm going to forget, like, because there's so many things going on. But I will be in court on Friday to get situated and let them know what's up. Like, bro, this is what's going on. This is what's gonna happen. This is what I feel like should happen, and we go from there. Like, there's nothing else I could do or say. Like, I'm at a point where it's just like one of those things. It's like, I'm ready to get this situation over with and move on with my life. Let my son move on with his. Like, and when he gets older, because I know people in the comments gonna have something to say. When he gets older, by all means, I'm gonna let him know who he is. Like, I'm gonna let him know. Like, it's no secret. It's not no military secret who he is. I have his number. He changed his number too, but I got his number, so I'm gonna keep him posted, and we go from there. But you can't make nobody be no parent, and I refuse to put my child off on anybody who doesn't really want to be in their life. So with that being said, like, I'm gonna protect my child by any means necessary. Like, that's my baby, that's my son. And my son, like, you'll see him more in my vlogs, but like, he's such a good, cool kid. Like, he's such a good hearty person. Like, he's an amazing kid. Like, I couldn't ask for a better son. Like, I mean, granted, if I have other kids, cool, but I have a daughter and I have a son, and both my kids are great kids. But he's like a sweet child. Like, he's a mama's boy. Like, he loves his mama. He loved being in my presence. He loved being around me, but he loves to learn. Like, he's a really good kid. And so I just want to keep those morals and principles instilled in him, and not have all that other crazy stuff, because his father is very delusional. Like, it's crazy work. But people say you have to watch who you have kids by. Listen, the man wasn't like this when I first met him, and I don't care what nobody say, but people change. When I first met him, we were great. Like, we had a good relationship. I had just moved back to the city. It was one of those things where it was just like, I'm trying to get on my feet. Did I want to meet him? Did I want to be in a relationship? Not really, but at the same time too, it was one of the things that just kind of happened. We worked in the same place. We worked together all day. I saw him all day. So it was like, whatever. I ended up getting pregnant. When I decided to have, when I originally told him I was pregnant, this man was happy. This man had created his own Babies R Us registry for him. Actually, he named my son Kyrie. I didn't even know. First of all, I don't even watch sports, y'all, for real. Like, I'm not even a sports type of person. But he's the one who named him Kyrie. His name was supposed to be Kyrie something, and then his father's last name. When I decided that I did not want to marry him, he was like, well, that's gonna be your son. Okay, cool. By this time, it was too late to have an abortion because I'm 4-5 months pregnant at this point, bro. Like, no, that's against the law. You trying to have me go to jail. So, with that being said, I went on ahead and had my son. I still kept the Kyrie portion of it because I liked it. I loved it. It was cute. Or whatever. I knew of Kyrie Irving. I just didn't know Kyrie Irving. But apparently Kyrie Irving was like his favorite basketball player. But like I said, I don't do sports. So when he said Kyrie, when the name first came up, I was like, oh, okay, cool, period. So that's how it was. But I kept his name. And then my son actually has my best friend in the whole wide world. He has, his middle name is similar to her first name. And so we came up with that name. He has his name. There he goes. Ping pow, and we're done. But y'all, I'm gonna text him, and I really don't want to text him because, like I said, the man is delusional. Like, he still is in the point where he talking, like, the last text I got from him, he was just like, basically, I might post it too, because he was just like, y'all can see how delusional he is. He was just like, oh, well, you don't want to get married and raise Shawty together. Who is Shawty? My son's name is not Shawty. Who is Shawty? And sir, if I didn't want to marry you then, you think I want to marry you 6 years later after you ain't did shit for my son? You've never met him before. You think I want to marry you now, 6 years later? Sweetie, I'm not desperate. Sweetie, I know you follow me on social media because I found your page and I see that you watch me. You watch me. So guess what? You already see that. Guess what? She's engaged. She's been doing good for 6 years that you've been MIA. To a child that you didn't want. So keep that same energy. Why would I marry somebody or be with somebody who you didn't want my child from the beginning? We're a package deal. No, sir. You can't want me and don't want to be a father? That's retarded. And you know what's crazy is, this is why I hate so much that I'm a deep diver and I'm so nosy. Because, y'all, let me say this. I literally like, when was it? When I was pregnant with my son, this is by the time that me and him had cut ties, because I'll give the backstory. So basically, when I was working at that job, I was working at a collection agency, and I was missing work so much because I was seeing so many different doctors. Like, I was seeing a chest doctor. I was seeing like 6 different doctors pregnant with my son. My son's pregnancy was the worst. I said, this child better come out healthy as hell. With all the stress this child has put me through. This boy would never sleep. It was like he was playing soccer in my stomach. My stomach always hurt because this man, it looked like, I got videos, and it looked like he's trying to get out. Mind you, he was almost born at 20? He almost tried to come at 24 weeks. So I already knew from the jump that my baby was going to be special. I knew this already. Like, this was like a thing. I was like, okay, this child going to be special. Like, all right, cool. Y'all, literally, it was just like one of them things where I was like, you know what? Okay, like, I'm finna have a kid. I'm finna have another kid. I knew I'm finna be a single parent. So what happened was, because I wasn't working anymore and I literally had to quit, my doctor was like, look, you're gonna have to be on bed rest, because they was like, the rate that you're going with this pregnancy, he gonna come early. And the hospital that I was going through at the time to have my son, they were Catholic. If you know Catholics don't believe in certain things. So they were like, if he come early, they're not resuscitating him. He's not going to no NICU. He gonna be deceased. And I'm like, yeah, no. So I had to sit down. With me sitting down, I've never really not had a job. So I was depressed because now I can't take care. I feel like I can't take care of the child that I got. Which all this stuff was by the grace of God, because my child was my first child was in private school. I had rent to pay. I ended up losing my apartment, and I was like, we finna be home. I told him, I was like, look, before we decided to cut ties, I was like, we finna be homeless. Do you know what this man told me? He said, you can't, he was like, you can live with me if you marry me. Mind you, we was already gonna live together anyways when Pop got here. That's my son's nickname. When Pop got here, because he was like, he had a 1-bedroom at the time. I had a 1-bedroom. So he was like, well, let's just combine it and you'll go on maternity leave and we'll just get a 2-bedroom out where he lives at. At the time, he was living on another side of town than where I was living at. And he was like, one of them things, he kind of pressured me to like take my daughter out of the private school she's at now. He was like, you don't need to be spending all that money. That's stupid. You could just put her in a charter school, this and this and this. So I was going to agree to it because at the end of the day, I wanted at least one of my kids to have that they got 2 parents in the household type of thing. So I really was going to settle. But then I got so depressed from not working, and then the type of person I started to see that he was, and then I started uncovering things, and I'll get to that. I'll do a later like story time on that. But it was just like one of those things where it was just like, I don't want to be in this relationship. Like I'm good. So when I lost my apartment, like he basically left me for dead. He was just like, whatever. I want to say the week after I lost my apartment, I went to take him, because after, you know, packing up and stuff like that, I found some stuff that he had left in my house. So I texted him and I was like, hey, I'm finna bring this stuff over or whatever like that. My stuff is in storage or whatever. He was like, you got one more chance to say that you gonna marry me or we done. And I was like, I guess we done. Like, I guess we're done. Have a nice life. And he was like, okay. And when I had my baby shower, my son came, and when I say y'all, he was so adorable. Let me tell you, he's cute now. He's a very handsome kid, but he was just so adorable when he was born. And I was just like, I fell in love, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna take care of him. I don't care that his father is not there. I don't care that this man ain't shit. Like, this my baby. Like, I got a boy. I got a son. I'm gonna show him life in itself. I'm gonna show him how to really treat a woman, like all that. I was excited about it, right? So my cousin was like, and she can attest to this. My cousin was like, when you had that baby, she was like, so when I had my son, she was like, you hadn't talked to him, because mind you, like my cousin, through both of my pregnancies, my cousin has been there. Like, she was like my baby daddy. Like, she was my baby daddy for both my kids. And so when she came to the hospital, she was like, look, she was like, just try one more time. She was like, he got a son. She was like, just text him. I text this man say, that's your son. I got the text message still to prove it. I said, okay. And I never messaged him again. I feel like it put a battery in my back, because it was one of them things like, okay, I'm up for the challenge at this point, because you don't want to take care of your kid? Cool. That's great. That's perfect. Granted, will it hurt him and he'll have a missing part? Yeah, he will. But at the same time, too, it's one of them things, out of sight, out of mind. I'm not treating him, but I don't treat my kids bad because their dads ain't in their life. They ain't asked to be here. They didn't ask to be here, because what people gotta realize is, I'm one of those type of people that I feel like that your kids gonna be one of the people that love you unconditionally. So why not take that love? And we love each other. We make each other happy. I do things for you. I don't care what happens. You're my kid. I'm there for you. I'm down. Like, as long as you're not doing no illegal shit, we good to go. I'm not enabling none of that. Cause I worked too hard for you to be doing some crazy shit. That's just how I feel. So we're here now. And yeah, so that's what's going on right now. I'm about to go grab me and my fiance some breakfast, because I'm going home to rub my feet together, because it's cold as hell. Let me ask him, do he want some breakfast before I go get this breakfast. And my mover called me. Hold on, let me call my man first.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh, I know you lying. Let's try that again, because what is we doing?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail.
Oh, he deleted his number. He ain't got it in his favorites no more.
The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone.
What the hell?
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available.
Oh, y'all, I'm finna snap. Let me go. I'll call you right back. I'm sorry, I'll call you right back. All right, so I'm grabbing us some breakfast, and this place is called Jack's Sandwich. They give you like a little number. Can you see it? Okay, they give you like a little number, and then you gotta sit in this line and wait for your food to get done. Jack's only take cash. If you know, you know. But I mind my business. And then they have a little corner store across the street, which I'm finna show y'all real quick so y'all can see it. But they got a little corner store across the street, so I went and got me a Mystic. If you know, you know. And salt and vinegar chips and cheddar. And you gonna mix them together, but I'm gonna show you how to do that in a minute. But hold on.